This is Satish Paryani, working as an assistant professor in Department of Mechanical, Cultural Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today, we will be discussing project management and its relation with forecasting. Learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to understand the concept of forecasting which is involved during the project management cycle. What are the contents we will be covering? We will be covering the interaction part, what will be the definition and concept of forecasting, why the need of forecasting and its uses of forecasting is there, what are the elements of forecasting, and what are the steps involved in forecasting. Every firm is keen to know what? The expected demand for its product, share of business during a specified period. This knowledge is required by the firm for its survival and growth. And then the decision related to product mix. And the answer to the above points are revealed through forecasting. It is a starting point of all decisions related to production strategy. Now these days, I would like to highlight what happens whenever any project is being taken. Let us say a project can be taken in different forms. A company wants to expand its current product line, means they want to go horizontally or they want to grow vertically. In both cases, they set up the project team which has been involved. Now for that, the above questions like what will be the expected demand for its product, what share of business they will be satisfying or they will able to capture from the market, and then whether that my new product is killing my own product or is killing my competitors' products. These are some of decisions which need to be taken, and for that the forecasting is being used. So during the project management phase, we as a team, they sit together and they try to answer each and every aspect related to all these things. Now first we'll understand what are the definition and concept of forecasting. Forecasting. It is an estimate of sale in physical units or many times in monetary value for specified future product under the proposed marketing plan or program under the assumed set of economic and other force outside organization. Forecasting is based on past or historical data and requires some statistical technique. Now, there is a difference between forecasting and prediction. In the forecasting, we utilize certain past data. Past data can be from our own company. Past data generally can be used from market intelligence. And on that basis, certain projects have been taken. And over a period of time, it is done how the growth will be there. Now, there is a small difference between forecasting and prediction. Prediction is what? It is an estimate of future on the basis of subjective consideration. I repeat, it is an estimation of future on the basis of subjective consideration other than just the past data. For prediction, good managerial skill, experience, judgment, expertise is necessary. A best example of prediction is, now let us say when we are outside moving on the road with our family, we are going and the clouds come way above us. Immediately we predict that there will be rain. This is based on our certain skill or experience. But the forecasting means what we get the inputs from department where they tell that next 3 days there will be huge rain, or we will be having rain from month of June to July, something like that from last 3 months. On the basis of that data, maximum what we can do it means certain data is there, and here it is based on the basis of generally a subjective consideration. So this is a small difference between forecasting and prediction. Why forecasting, or why we need forecasting? See, any project, when it is being involved, it is involving certain capital. When it is involved, that project is involving certain capital, means that our forecasting help us for preparing the budget for that product or that service, we will say. The next important point, it helps, that forecasting help us budget in the sense of production capacity, what capacity we will be making and handling and giving to our immediate customer. Let us say a factory is being set up. What capacity is planned in that way? That forecasting will help us to determine this capacity should be planned for upcoming years, upcoming decades, something like that. Means, first, the important thing is for preparing budget, and in the sense, indirectly, like it help us for preparing production capacity. The next important is, during the project we will be involved. Let us say a white FMCG goods company is being launching. Let us say IFB is planning a new line in Maharashtra, a new plant in Maharashtra. So what are the products they will be using? Now they are very good at washing machines, they are very good at other key components like producing refrigerators, whether they are going for air conditions, this kind of product mix. And within that, let us say for example, in one plant in their Goa, they are producing semi-automatic machines. In next part, whether if they are launching, assume that if they are producing or setting up new line as a project, whether they will go for, from where they will be catering their demand. Let us say whether they south east or southwest region they will be catering, from Maharashtra, from Goa, which regions they will be catering. Semi-automatic machines, whether they will be produced only in Goa or only in Maharashtra. This kind of product mix decisions is being helped on the basis of forecasting when we go in depth in that. Because supplying from Maharashtra to Karnataka or supplying from Maharashtra to Madhya Pradesh requires less compared to supplying from, if the plant, let us say it is in Chennai. So where our plant location is being set up and how the forecasting will help us to clarify from where we are supplying, from where we will be supplying. So the important decision about the product mix decisions, what will be producing. So line will be set up, so production capacity will be set up and budget will be allocated in that way to decide whether to add new product to its product line or to drop an unsuccessful one. This is forecasting. Let us say the biggest example, what I will say. In FMCG, again I am talking, when regular CRT, cathode ray tubes televisions were being produced, that time there was introduction to LCDs. Whether that LCD will kill my cathode ray tube, yes or no? This was the answer, and to that the drop of unsuccessful means the company itself want to make die that their product rather than to make alive. They want to go 101% to LCDs or LEDs. Again, the next important is manpower planning. Manpower planning, whether my product, whether I am able to work out on 3 shifts, 2 shifts, that should be, and how I will cater my demand during my peak period. Let us say the examples of crackers now I will take here. Crackers peak period is during the month. Let us say the company is catering the crackers demand for only local, means only for India. If that cracker manufacturing company wants to set up new line, a new project is being set up, where from that crackers, where it will be set up, who will be utilized during first shift, second shift, third shift, that manpower planning is done. Whether how the peak, see the 2-3 months are there where the planning maximum load will be there, remaining the distribution, how it will be stored. So this all tells how the manpower has been planned. Cash flow management, once again the final and important point in related to forecasting. The uses of forecasting, it comes as you can see, it comes in accounting where cost and profit estimates are there, finance, cash flow and funding, human resources, hiring and recruiting, training, marketing, pricing, promotion strategy, MIS, ITIS services, operations, schedule, MRP workloads, product and service design, new products and services. Now think whether these are the elements of forecasting. Means forecasting will depend. What are the elements? Are they timely? Are they reliable? Are they meaningful? Are they written? Are they easy to use? And are they accurate? Timely and forecasting, don't you see there is a simile kind of thing in that? We try to have data of future on basis of our past. Reliable, yes, we will say that is reliable. Accuracy cannot be 100% in many cases, but to good extent accuracy will be there. Forecastings are meaningful, forecasting can be written, and forecastings are easy to use. So all these points are, yes, the elements of forecasting. Steps involved in forecasting. Determine the objective of forecast. Subdivide the task of forecasting. Determine the relative importance of factors. Select the method to be used for forecasting. Collect and analyze data. Study the correlation between sale forecasting and sale promotion plan. Study the competitors' activities. Prepare final sales forecast. Evaluation and adjustments. These are some of steps involved in forecasting. What are the limitations of forecasting? It is based on postulations and assumptions, and it is subjected to some guesswork and probability of error. It is usually based on past data, but future may not be copy of past. Changes in consumer need, taste, fashion, style may cause inaccuracy in forecast. There may be lack of history in case of new product. Forecasts are not foolproof and conditions proof, and there are changes in the general economy of the country. There may be lack of efficient and experienced sales forecast. Development of new products, materials, methods. There will be some kind of error in that. Now the references used are Bloom's Taxonomy, Industrial and Production Engineering book by Sanjay Patil and Hukkeri, Industrial and Production Management book by Dhanpat Rai and Mahajan. Thank you.